Ladies and gentlemen, the day has finally arrived. I think it's safe to say that this is probably the most well-requested video I have ever done on my YouTube channel, but finally, we are going to be doing something. So as you can see, I have designed this house right here. Now, I was planning on being really sarcastic and saying, I've designed this really beautiful house and look how stunning it is, but I'm not even going to do that. This thing is horrendously ugly. I mean, there's absolutely no depth to the build. There's windows in very strange locations. The roof is way too tall for the house itself. And it's a bit of a mess. But what I've done is I've filled it to the brim with redstone contraptions. So if you pop inside right here, you can see that, well, we've got quite a large quantity of things going on. First things first, we have got this shulker box swapping system, which allows us to have loads and loads of shulker boxes in a really small space. It's essentially like a compact storage system. But then we also have this slightly different storage system, which is known as a storage silo. Now this bulk stores items, and as it fills in, it will turn on each and every one of these redstone lamps as all of these chests fill up with items. And the way that we actually access the input chest is we hit this button right there, and we get sent up to the top. I have no idea why I said button, but we're just going to have to ignore it. Next up, we have got this tiny little potion brewing station right here, which allows us to speed brew up a bunch of different potions. The only issue is that in this current snapshot right here, it is a tiny bit broken, so hopefully it will be fixed in the latest one. Now if you flick this lever, you can see blocks pop up, flick the lever again, and the blocks drop down. We have got ourselves a secret staircase system, which takes us down into the bottom level. Now there's not too much going on down at the bottom here. We've got ourselves a hidden crafting bench. We have a toggleable nether portal, which allows us to turn on the nether and then also turn off the nether, just like that. And also, we have got a super fast smelting system that will smelt 5 different furnaces independently all at once, allowing you to get 5 times as fast smelting. And this system is super compact. Despite the fact that this thing is filled to the brim with awesome little redstone contraptions, it's still horrendously ugly. There's no getting around it. In fact, I can't even look at it anymore. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to send off this world to GRIAN. He is going to do up the house, make it look a lot prettier. But I think also he is going to send me a house that he has designed, and I'm going to fill it in with a ton of redstone contraptions. This should be interesting. So here it is. This is the world right here. And we're going to take a look at what he has made. Now, I have no clue where I'm spawning in. Apparently, I've also spawned in survival mode. That's amazing! Oh my word, I was not expecting that. I'm gonna have to play it in survival mode, apparently. Wow. Look at this. It is spectacular. I'm sensing a theme here. That is the best mustache I've ever seen in my life. No. Oh my word. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, that was too much for me. I've got tears in my eyes. There's Mumbo faces. GRIAN, man, you're gonna have to send me the textures for this because I need them. I need them in my own. Oh, sorry guys. I mean, yeah, wow. Okay, so it looks like we have got Mumbo faces in every single one of the paintings. We have Mumbo faces all over the place. This is spectacular. What an epic build. This is a seriously mega build. The amount of detail that he has gone into here, I mean, this is beautiful. Really cool. And we have quite a lot of space to work with. By the look of things, we've got some room for redstone contraptions up at the top right there. We could really do something special. Right, okay, I am going to... Those paintings. Whoa, look at the kitchen! This is crazy. This is seriously amazing. Right, okay. We're going to have to head off to the drawing board. We have got a lot of redstone contraptions to come up with here. We have got a ton of work to do. So I'm going to have to grab my notebook and start taking down some ideas. So I think I'm going to get things started in the study area. Now, as you can see, he's actually done a little bit of redstone right here. We have got an automatic lighting system. Apparently, yeah, it was a little bit dark in here, so GRIAN'S decided to do all of that, which is actually a really good way to start, but I think we're going to improve a little bit from there. Over here, we have got a green screen and a state-of-the-art camera to do all of the vlogs. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of improve this a little bit. We're going to take out the green screen, and we're actually going to add in like a moving set. So we're going to have a moving background and also some pop-up props as well. And then we're going to add in some 3-point lighting and basically make it like a proper film set. All of the redstone for the moving set system is now all in place. So now I'm just chucking in all of the blocks to put on the inside of the piston feed tape. And the idea is that it's meant to look like a kind of moving background going across. So we'd be in like a car or something like that, and we can build the car in the next couple seconds. And then this set will move across. And you know what? One thing that we should add in is probably some clouds. We're kind of going to be struggling for space just a little bit. That's pretty good. That's actually not bad. That worked a lot better than I was expecting, to be honest with you. Check that out. Oh, wow. Right, we need to build like a motorbike and like a fake road right here. And that can be like a Hollywood film set. One motorbike. If you really squint, I think it's just about believable. Except I've done it the wrong way. So this is a reversing motorbike. Oh, it is way too early in the morning for this sort of thing. I would say our Hollywood film set is now all complete. So we've got the moving background, we've got the moving foreground, we've got our motorbike in the center right there. We also have a 3-point lighting system, which we can turn on and off. And we have got our camera A, camera B, and camera C right the way over there. So now I think it is time to work on some of the editing suites that we're going to add in this section over here. As with any Hollywood film set, we have got an abundance of spare cameras, speakers, and tripods and everything like that. But also our editing suite is now all underway. So you can see we have got some leveling displays and yeah, other bits and pieces. I'm going to be honest, most of these buttons and levers don't really do anything. They're just there for decoration. But some of them do change up some of the lights. So I would say this room right here is now all fully completed. Now we should probably start work on this space. And I've got an idea for something to build in this area. So just next door to our super Hollywood film set, we now have ourselves a costume changing area. So if I clear out my inventory right here and walk through into this section, we can choose from diamond, iron, gold, or leather armor. Whichever one we really want, we just walk straight up to it, hit the button, and as you can see, we are now fully equipped. Now obviously that means that we can get changed really fast so that we can film different scenes inside this spot right here. I feel like I've had far too much fun designing all of this Hollywood film set stuff that I should probably move away from this area and actually start work on some of the other spaces in this build. Now I'm thinking the kitchen. Yeah, there is a lot of stuff that we could do in the kitchen. By the look of things, GRIAN has done a little bit more redstone and he's created this system right here. The thing that drops a fresh pig straight onto the grill. That's awful. As in awful animal rights wise. The fact that he's actually done some redstone is epic. The kitchen now has itself a very nice and very fancy new oven. As you can see right here, we have got ourselves a whole bunch of different animal farms. There is the cow farm, there is the sheep farm. We've also got ourselves a pig farm, so we're going to chuck in a few extra in there. And I mean, cows, no. Horses, no. I don't know if I'm going to be eating horses. Evokers, definitely not. Donkeys, I don't think you can eat those. I guess chicken, we could actually develop our own chicken farm. Mushroom will be fine. Yeah, we'll just use mushrooms. So we'll chuck a bunch more of these guys in here. And if we actually use this thing, I'll quickly show you guys how it works. So if we grab ourselves some wheat, you can see when we hit this button, these guys will all start bobbing up and down. If we hit this button, these guys will bob up and down. If we hold down the right click button, obviously they do a whole bunch of breeding because all of them are kind of being sorted through. So we just hold down right click and we'll pretty much breed every single sheep possible. Then we hit the button once again, all the baby sheep will fall through into the bottom area. And then when we're done with them, when they're fully grown, we just hit this button, lava is dispensed, all of them die, and then we get to all of their item drops. Here we have a fairly boring part of the kitchen. Now, it wasn't originally boring, this had a ton of decoration on it, but I broke all of that down and replaced it with this. Now we have ourselves a hidden furnace array. So we've got 14 furnaces just snuck underneath this wall right here. And if we hit this button, you can see that the floor pops back up. And we hit the button once again, and the floor drops back down. Now, I'm pretty happy with this redstone circuit. It's actually quite a smart little one. It makes use of observer blocks, and it does things on the falling and the rising edge. So if we hit this button, you can see that there is the full double extension circuit, and there it is again. So it all just kind of spits out the blocks and leaves them there, and then on the retraction, it just grabs the blocks back and pulls them back down. Cool, okay, so that is that system done. Now I think I kind of want a chicken farm, and a chicken farm would look pretty good in that corner over there. So sorry shelving units, we're going to have to get rid of some storage here, and we're going to have to replace it with a mighty chicken cooker. After a little bit of designing work and a little bit of slotting in, I have created this pretty much perfectly square chicken farm right here. So this is where our chickens are going to be going, and they should hopefully all get cooked nicely. So if we place in a bunch of these guys, they will all lay eggs on top of those hoppers right there, and then those eggs will drop down into this dispenser, which will then send out the egg into that area. Hopefully it will spawn a baby chicken. When that baby chicken grows up, it will then grow up into the lava. So now what we have to do is add in an output chest, and that should be that one all functional. I have to say, for such a simple little chicken farm, that was a lot of designing. The square shape really doesn't lend itself, and we had to do quite a lot of redstone wiring out and about around there, but it just about fits, and now it is looking good. You know what, I think I might be done with the kitchen. I mean, we've got like a few builds here and there. I might pop back in later on if I come up with anything, but for the time being, it's like a super farming room with also a super furnace system. Right, I guess time to go upstairs. Speaking of the stairs, I couldn't help myself. You guys know I love hidden staircases in Minecraft, and this one just seemed too perfect. I mean, look at that staircase, and look at this lovely 3x3 entrance going through into this hidden room. I have put a little sign for Mr. GRIAN right here. His horrific... I've seen that video. That Elmo that you guys drew. It kept me awake at night. It's horrific. You should have had that should have been age restricted, that video. Seriously. Well, doesn't that look lovely? I mean, I'm just really enjoying adding in like the tiny little details. And we've got some disco lighting going up on the top here. And I've just had... Oh my word, I've just had a really, really great idea. This is going to be good. I think we should build a closet for Mr. GRIAN, but I think we should add in a little bit of a surprise here. So this is what it looks like at the current point in time. I mean, it's a pretty fancy looking closet. It's even got a red carpet out the front of it. But when we hit this button... Yes, it actually works. Okay, so we have got armor stands that launch out the front. They break through the doors, and hopefully it should frighten the pants off GRIAN once we add in a little bit of armor and also a very loud Enderman noise. That would have been perfect, but it's too big. If we try and put in a door here... Yeah, I think he's gonna know something's up. Oh, by the look of things, I can't seem to get any play sounds going. No matter what I try and do. It just says unknown error, which that's not particularly helpful. Oh, I managed to make it work, and I have done it with the Ender Dragon dying. There's a pretty meaty sound to play. Should I test it? Oh, I feel like I should test it at least once. You know what? I feel like the Enderman sound is better. Yep. That is a horrific, horrific noise. Now, GRIAN'S built this really, really big entrance right here, and I think we could actually build a gigantic piston door in this area. Now, it is going to be a little bit tricky, and it's going to be a slightly different design in that we're going to have... So we're going to have these two pistons right here. That side's going to be a double piston extender. This side is just going to be a regular piston extender. And in the end, it should hopefully end up looking something a little bit like this. So we'll extend out these pistons, and we'll extend out both of these pistons, and we'll have like a line of blocks going up the middle, and then the piston arms extending out. That will look pretty cool. Yeah, that would be a really good entrance. I also just want to say a formal apology to GRIAN for ruining a lot of the decoration that he has in this area right here. Okay, here comes the moment of truth. Does it all function? Almost. And I think I know why that is. We have got super, super unlucky. I think if we just add in a repeater right here, then hopefully that should extend out the redstone signal and actually allow us to extend out the final piston. There it is. So that is the entrance going into this place. And wow, look how insane that looks. That looks mega. Cool. And there we go. Right, I think we should add in some fireworks, and then that will be this room completed, and then we can finally go upstairs. Do you remember about 5 minutes ago I said we were going upstairs? We still have another floor to do. Oh my gosh. If I had known there was this much space out the back to do all the... There's loads of room out back here so that we can fit in a bunch of redstone circuitry, and I totally didn't know about it. Well, that means that we can do some awesome stuff upstairs, so that's good. I'm sorry, I can't stop improving things. I wanted to add in another farm into the kitchen area, so I've added in a wheat farm, which will allow us to get all of the wheat for this thing. And the way that it works is actually quite like a little simple system. We're going to add in just a few pressure plates on either side, and then if we get ourselves some seeds, we can then switch this thing on. And for some reason, not all of these are activating. Now this is a lot better. We now have ourselves a working redstone clock, and if we just walk across, placing in all of the seeds, you can see that these guys grow up, and then they get pushed across, and we go across like that. Oh! Well! We kind of have ourselves a new system here. Because it's so dark, they pop off automatically. Well, that's pretty smart. We could just do this. Hey, look at that for a new farm. But no, now that everything is fully lit up, we walk across like this, and then we push it, and yeah, it works a little bit like that. Getting tons upon tons of wheat really nice and quickly. The kitchen, however, does look a lot more complete now that we have that farm. I'm really happy with this place. I don't think we're going to be coming back down here. This place looks good. Don't think we're going to be coming back down here. And obviously this place looks awesome, so we're not going to be going in there. Secret room looks good. Finally, I think finally we might actually be going upstairs. Okay, so room number 1 is the bathroom. Oh, we can do a ton with this. Redstone circuit number 1 is the showering system. So, GRIAN had already built this little shower right here. And I guess I've just added in an actual functioning shower area. Oh. Okay, maybe a little bit of extra redesigning is needed. And oh my word, GRIAN. I suppose we're in quite a private neighborhood. So that is now fixed, and everything is now looking great. So we flick this lever here. And yeah, everything turns off. We flick it again, everything turns on. And as far as I can tell, after a lot of testing, there's no way that we can get that water flow going. Okay, so that is the shower. Toilet. We need an automatic toilet. Honestly, I have no clue how many of these I have built so far, but for some reason I still find it very funny. As you can see, we throw the brick into the loo, it gets flushed out, and we get ourselves some toilet paper. Okay, so there's a few different things that we can do in here. We have, oh my word, that's GRIAN! That's disgusting. But we have a few different things that we could do, I guess. We've got sinks, jacuzzi. We could definitely create a jacuzzi. Oh, I'll do some more thinking. I would say that the bathroom is now finished as well. We have got the super Jacuzzi. I could not remember how to spell the word, but as you can see, we have got some steam and also a tiny bit of bubble action. To be honest with you, jacuzzis are incredibly difficult to build in Minecraft, but that looks pretty good to me. We have got the Deodorizer Extreme, which is way too powerful. Seriously, that thing's ridiculous. But that functions. And then most importantly, we have got the Japan toilets. Now, both Grian and I actually went to Japan at exactly the same time. Unfortunately, we weren't able to bump into one another, but we were both in Japan at exactly the same time, and we both had the same experience with the toilets. They're completely ridiculous there. They have like butt flushers, they have like music buttons and everything like that. So I thought I'd try and create that. Once again, we do have a flushing system right here, which seems to work quite nicely. In fact, I actually need to have some water in my toilet. At this point in time, it's not much of a loo, but as you can see, yep, there it is. And then also, we have got the butt flushing system. Now, it is more of a head flusher, to be honest with you. But that seems to work pretty nicely for me. So we go butt cleaner, there it is. But then most importantly, the music button. Now, unfortunately, I'm not much of a composer myself. Okay, so I've created this. Now, can you imagine? Can you imagine doing your business to this? It makes you feel so tense. It would all flow out in seconds. So we're going to turn that off, leave all of this behind. I'm very happy with this little area right here. Let's pop on through over into the bedroom. But first, I thought it would be cool to actually create a hidden entrance here. So originally there was a painting. Now we have ourselves... Well, I was going to say a working system, but by the look of things, it doesn't appear to be. And that is probably due to this block right here. So if we replace that with redstone, then we should have ourselves a fully functional system. We take out the redstone, everything extends. We place in the redstone, everything fully retracts. I love block update detectors and quasi-connectivity and everything like that. I really do. It's one of my favorite features of Minecraft, but my oh my is it annoying. It's seriously annoying. Anyway, let's destroy that, replace this block, and now we can finally do the redstone. And I've got such a cool idea. So as you can see, this place is incredibly dark, and one thing that you can do when you're in the bedroom to create some form of mood is you can A, turn on music, and B, light some candles. So I thought I would create a system that does them both at exactly the same time. Now let's see if this thing works. Right, we place in our music disc. That's awesome. So you have some tunes playing, we've got some candles lit, and then, you know, when the mood's gone, all we have to do is take this out, and there we go. Music stops, candles out. This is my favorite redstone contraption in the entire build. I absolutely love this thing. Oh, awesome. I don't even know if we need to do anything more here. So there we go. I don't think there is actually anything that I want to add in extra to the bedroom. That is good enough for me. I do have a little anvil replacement system down here, so if this anvil runs out, then we get ourselves a new one. I was considering doing like an automated enchanting system, but to be honest with you, I never personally use those in my own builds, so it didn't really seem to fit, and this design is absolutely lovely. So I guess, yeah, bedroom is done. This area is done. Our secret room is fully completed. We've got a functional bathroom. That looks amazing. We have got a completely kitted out kitchen with pretty much every farm you could possibly need. And of course, we have got our Hollywood studio. I'm quickly going to triple check around all of the builds before I send this off to Grian. And then I believe he is going to send me back my original build so that we can see how much better it actually looks now. Here it is, and I'll be honest with you, I don't think I've ever been so excited to click on a world download. Let's see what Grian has managed to do with my really ugly house. Oh, for goodness sake! The man's a master. The man is an absolute champion. What on earth? How does he do it? That is beautiful. I want to build this on Hermitcraft. I want to build this on Hermitcraft right now. Let's actually read the signs this time. I realised that during my tour of GRIAN'S original house, I didn't really read any of the signs, but let's try our best to do this. I gotta admit, you didn't give me a beauty palace, but I've done my best to maintain the original theme and design to create a lovely exterior with a nice style and design. I think it even rhymes. Does it rhyme? No, it's just design and design. Oh well, this thing looks absolutely awesome. Seriously, I love it. Now, I understand that not too much has had to go on the inside, simply because, obviously, you know, we've got redstone running through this entire thing. So, unfortunately, GRIAN would struggle with moving any of the blocks without breaking all of the redstone circuitry. But it looks... yeah, it looks fantastic. As I say, I want to build it on Hermitcraft. And that's a really cool idea with that chimney. Awesome! Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Obviously, this has taken a ton of time to create. Both of us had to create the original builds, which took a bunch of time, and then we had to modify each other's builds, which took just as long, if not longer. So I really do hope that you appreciate this, and please do show your appreciation down in the comment section by hitting that like button, and also doing the same over on GRIAN'S video, because I know that would mean the world to him, and it would mean the world to me as well. But if you did enjoy this video, please show us that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.